Yo, Mr. Good Guy here, aka MGG, and you just joined the Decent Crew. We're just a group of guys who discuss, review, rank, and poke fun at all the things we love and hate in manga, anime, and everything else. So sit back and relax because it's all decent over here, man. Run it.
I've been working on this record for a minute, still I feel like nothing that I do is good enough. My insecurities are creeping in, so they will sleep until the music ain't funny when other people see your pain as I'm using the.
Let us move into some chapter reviews. So I'm gonna start off. Oh, did it actually run?
Yeah.
Oh, that's decent.
That's gonna be our new line.
Right. I'm gonna start off with 7 Deadly Sins, chapter 221 and 222. It's gonna be really quick. So basically, like the overview of this chapter, it looks like in 221, kind of into 222, Elizabeth's out there. We have some like more jokes. Meliodas is like beating up Ban and King for talking shit about Elizabeth, but either way, Elizabeth's in Merlin's room trying to basically help her out with her magic because they're trying to bring her out of whatever crap Zeldris did to her. In that process, she ends up having to like talk with Zeldris, and Zeldris brings up like that she is somehow holding Meliodas hostage. And he's like basically going to explain why. Then we kind of roll into 222, where basically he gives her all her memories back. She's able to heal Merlin from her sickness, but she gets whatever memories that she was missing. So now I think Elizabeth, two things happen to her. One, she now has a power up because she definitely seems stronger coming out of the trance, and two, she knows her past, which I think was an issue for both her and Meliodas. I think Meliodas. Well, maybe Meliodas knows, but we haven't had confirmation yet that he really remembers all of his past experiences. But Elizabeth, I think, finally knows her lineage and all this weird reincarnation shit. So that's definitely going to be another point. Then we also see the Sins are getting ready to finally like do some shit now that most of them are leveled up except Ban's stupid ass. But I think he is actually going to level up in this upcoming arc because the setup for this fight now is that basically the next Sin they're going to fight is the reason why Ban's girlfriend is alive. So basically, if they kill her, Ban's girlfriend is gonna die. There's got to be some decision that's gonna be made there, and I think this is gonna be the catalyst for Ban finally like not being the weakest Sin as of right now. So that's pretty much what's happened. They're on their way to fight this first one, and they're setting up the decision Ban's gonna have to make to save Elaine. So since I'm the only one here that reads 7 Deadly Sins, because all the niggas are not here, I don't really have much else extra to add, so I can just go ahead and, well, let me see. Yeah, the only thing I want to add is that I think Ban's going to get stronger, and there's also this weird chick named Margaret that was introduced. She probably was there in previous chapters, but she seems to be semi-important now because she's like the head of one of these areas or something like that. She seemed okay-ish strong, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it was cool to see all the Sins back in their like kind of like their war gear from the past, even though it's kind of weird because they're still in the bodies that don't really make sense for the pictures of how badass they looked. So that was interesting to see. I'm glad that we're finally gonna actually start doing stuff in this chapter because before we were kind of just bullshitting and doing all this weird backstory, and I'm interested to see why there's a thought that Meliodas is being held captive by Elizabeth. So we'll find that out. Maybe she cast some type of spell on him to make him good, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah, other than that, I'm ready to rate it. So I will give those two together probably like a decent. Not a whole lot happened. It's a bunch of setup, and it wasn't hype setup. So decent is really being nice. It's probably more of like a decent minus. Hopefully now we start to get into the action. I don't think that Ban's girlfriend is going to die from this arc, though. I think they might find a workaround. But if she does, hey, whatever. I don't really care. So, yep, that's it for 7 Deadly Sins. I give it a decent straight. Yo, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video. If you want to hear some more content, check out our other videos on the channel, or you can check out our podcast, The Decent Podcast, where we talk about all this and more. Links to all of our social media will be in the description box below. In the meantime, in between time, I gotta go get something to eat. I'm out of here. Peace.
I want it all. I said I'm mentally tough. Oh, what you thought I would quit? Even on days when I feel at my worst, I will get off my ass and then get back to work. Law. Ain't nobody gonna get it for you. Better go ahead and get it by your motherfucking self. By yourself, nigga. Ain't nobody gonna get it for you. Better go ahead and get it by your motherfucking self. By yourself, nigga. Ain't nobody gonna get it for you. Better go ahead and get it by your motherfucking self, nigga. Ain't no damn excuses. All of those are useless. I don't ever use it. Don't ever confuse it. Law.